Hello everyone, this is Speech Boy. Late talker is one of the most concerned issues among parents. Obviously, no parents want their child to be late in any sort of development, especially in speech. I notice most of the parents do suspect their child to be a late talker when they try to compare the child's language or speech development with the siblings and also the peers. They found out the child was not talking that much or not talking as clear as the siblings or the peers. Well, the first thing and also the billionaire question here is, how do we know the child is a late talker? The short answer is there's always a way to determine by checking to the milestones. When we talk about milestone means by social norm, by age of 2, age of 3, age of 4, he should be able to achieve some of the abilities. By checking with milestone, we can know relatively is he on par or is he a little bit later than peers. But the safest way to really know about this is always to consult a certified speech language pathologist, because by just comparing milestones, there might be a lot of bias and inaccuracy. So going through speech therapies, we would have a formal screening, assessments, and also observation sessions to really know if the child's need and interventions. But today, the things that I'm going to touch about is about what are the things that we could do if we are suspecting the child is a late talker before seeing speech therapist. So the first question that I would always ask parents is, has the child hearing been checked? This is an important question because it is all about the auditory input. If the child's hearing was affected, all the auditory input that you provided in daily life, when you're playing with them, then when they are watching iPad, television, will all be affected or inhibited. And when we talk about hearing ability, it's not just about hearing clap or not. It's much more complex to this. In hearing, we have different stages. We have detecting stages, discriminating stages, identifying, and also comprehensive stages. So any of the stages affected would cause consequences to the language development. So it's always wise to see an audiologist if you suspect that the child language was affected. Well, the second things that I would often look into is the child's routine. When we check about the child's routine, we would see what are the person that normally interact with him. Do he just eat, sleep, and play alone every day? Is there anyone that like to talk to him? And how frequent and how long is the time for the person to talk to him? So it reflects how good is the language environment for the child to pick up the language. Definitely there's a lot of things to discuss here, including even if someone is talking to him, is him or her using the correct techniques? Is him or her using short sentence, talking slowly and up to the topic that was appropriate to the child? Just by giving sounds and language doesn't mean it will be facilitating the child's language development, and that might further cause the child to become a late talker. Well, these are the brief ideas for me when I heard a late talker. And if you like this kind of content, feel free to like and also share to your friends, especially for the parents that suspect the child is a late talker. This is Speech Boy. Thank you and bye.